Alright, today we're going to be talking about how to get anything you want on this free-to-play Steam game called Snow. Now, if you've ever played this game before, I don't know, I think it was about 2 years ago. They've changed a lot since then to the point where you can get a lot of new stuff. They altered a lot of stuff, as in you can actually gain a lot of points and turn them in for decent prizes rather than before, if you were used to this game, it would give you 10 points, which is not a lot in this game, for leveling up. And that made a lot of people upset because they would level up 80 times and they still couldn't afford that nice Red Bull helmet. Yeah, that you can just easily get as soon as you figure this out. Now, this trick can be used by skiing or snowboarding, so you don't need to choose one. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now that they added this thing in here where you can just choose it automatically. But for this, you are going to want to go to the Tyro Valley map, and here. You're going to want to go to the Tyro Valley map, and you're going to want to hit the grinding drop point. So once you go here, it's a lot easier to do on skis. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just I'm more comfortable with skis. But I mean, you can take a nice little fun run up right here. I suggest to do that because the more build up that you have for this game, the more points you get on this run, the faster you can get a ton of points. Now, you most likely have seen this point system before if you were playing the... Alright, just going to rewind that real quick. You most likely have seen this before if you've seen the patches for the older Snow. They changed it to where you can't get a 10 times multiplier. If you look at the bottom left hand side of the screen, you can see there's a 1.0 with an X in front of it, and that's a multiplier. So if you do a ton of decent tricks, the blue bar goes up and you can get more stuff. Or not more stuff, a higher multiplier. And before, it gave you a 10 times multiplier. You could get up to 10 times, I believe. And that was glitchy. Whoa, trees are very, very bad on my FPS. But they switch it to where you can only get a 3 times multiplier. And as bad as that sounds, it still gives you a lot. But if you've paid attention, then you can just follow this way all the way down over here. This isn't the only way, obviously, but I mean, it gives you a good idea of where it's at. You can go further up the hill and try to find this little river here, this river of ice. Now, you're going to want to follow this river of ice all the way down to the bottom. You don't have to stay on it, I mean, because the river's not really what gives you points, it's the lake at the bottom. So you're going to want to follow this river all the way down, and once you get to the bottom, there's going to be a giant lake. Alright, now that we're at this little lake right here, follow the river down, we can start increasing the multiplier. Now, the rules with the multiplier is you cannot stay still, and you cannot do the quick restart. And the quick restart is this, where you can either hit tab and you spawn at the top of the hill, or you can hit enter and rewind to the point where you can just get back on your feet. If you do that, it will kill your multiplier, so don't do any tricks that you could fall on. If you're new to this game, the arrow keys are grabs. Don't do those because you can just throw them up and then fall. So as long as you stay just doing the simple tricks that I'm about to show you, you can get the multiplier up, and then I can show you how to use those points in order to get items. Alright, so first off, if you're new to this game, you have to hold D, Shift, and Spacebar in order to start spinning really fast on the ice. And as long as you keep moving, you can be moving as slow as you possibly can, and you'll still get the multipliers with you. But after a while, if you just keep spinning around, doing the same thing, you can start getting more and more points. I'm getting 360 plus 20, and it doesn't seem like a lot, plus 10 for a 180. But once you get the hang of doing all of this, and your multiplier goes up, you get a ton of perfect landings. Perfect landings are great for you because they increase the bar by a lot, but once the bar goes up, you get double the points and then triple the points, and after that you're kind of sailing in points. And you can do this for however long you want. Just shift, hold something, and let go of space, and eventually you'll just get the multiplier up. What you don't want to do is you don't want to stop. Alright? So if you ever need to go do something, I'm pretty sure you can hit escape and just return to the game, and your multiplier still stays the same. But if you ever get caught doing a trick and you land wrong or whatever, and your momentum stops, you can just start up again. It sucks because it takes a while to get all of the points to match up with a 3-point multiplier. I'm pretty sure it goes 1 to 1.5 to 2, 2.5 to 3, but it might just go from 1 to 2. I'm not sure. It's 1.5. So as soon as you get the first thing, the bar goes all the way down, and then you have to fill it up again. All right. So now that we built up this 3.0 multiplier, doing simple tricks like just a 540 with a perfect landing gives us 180 points. Now, what's kind of weird about this is that isn't the end game as far as points go, because sure, the multiplier ends, but you'll find that if you do a perfect 180, you'll actually get 180 points. So there's still something that happens along the way. If you just have to do it for a longer time, and you'll start getting more points. So if you do a 720 that's perfect, you'll get a 720 points. And I don't know why they added that into the game. You're not able to see your multiplier go up anymore, but there might just be a glitch where the multiplier goes past it. And if that's the case, then I mean, you just get more points. I'm don't really argue with it, because I'm just glad that we get more than just the points that we get right now. So if you want to go past like 12,000, obviously you can. You'll get more points eventually for every trick, but I don't know exactly when. I don't think anybody does. But after doing this for a while, you can get a decent amount of points. However, just doing this doesn't get you anything you want. I didn't get this helmet out of a drop or anything. I got the jacket out of the drop, and I kept that. But most of what I have on my person is not from turning my points in and leveling up. Now, in order to do that, you just have to think outside of the box real quick, and I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. Now that you're at a little area here, if you don't know how to do this, just find any place with a house over it and hold U. It'll just end the session, go over your points, and I'm a level 20 because I've been doing this a lot, so I already have a decent amount of points. So I don't think I'll level up here. No, I won't. But in the end, if you level up, you don't get credits anymore. All you get are these things called swag bags. And, I forgot. Can't hit escape here. And the swag bags are accessible through me and my swag bags. Now, I don't have any here because I opened them all. But the swag bags just contain small items that can vary. Like, you can get everything here. It'll tell you what it's like, and usually it'll go through a list of all the things that you can get. You scroll through them, and it's kind of like a fun little game that you can have right there. Now, usually you don't get exactly what you want out of the drop. I don't think I've gotten anything I've actually wanted except for this jacket here out of the drop. So the next thing is how to get exactly what you want out of the drop. Okay, now that we are in my inventory here of snow, you can see this is not tradable, but if you go here, it's 9 cents. The Red Bull helmet is 9 cents. Granted, it's not the only Red Bull helmet in the game, but I'm pretty sure you guys would be thrilled to have one that just has Red Bull on it. The actual Red Bull helmet is a little bit more expensive than this. I forget how much, but you can search it on the community market in order to get it. Now, you see that this helmet is only 9 cents, and I guess that jacket's not tradable. See, this is only 15 cents. And there's quite a bit of things that aren't tradable, like not marketable, because they're such like a low value thing. But most of what you get out of the drop is going to be worth something, even if it's only like 3 cents. Now, usually what I've been coming across is around 10 cents for everything that I have, except for this. This is 62 cents. But after you sell a certain amount of stuff, 62 cents isn't that big of a deal. And some of you don't like spending money, but I mean, I got $3.61 just out of this game, and so I just put a couple dollars back into it and kept the $3 for who knows what that I want to do. You do get things like these. Some of them are worth like 7 cents, some of them aren't worth anything. Let's see if this one here is worth anything. Yeah, it's worth 9 cents. So you can sell stuff, and Steam obviously takes a certain amount of money away from that. But once you sell that, you can just go to the community market, and they made things real easy for you. You can obviously, Snow is a free-to-play game. It's not going to show up with the Counter-Strike and PlayerUnknown area. So you just got to keep scrolling through all these until you find Snow, and you can go through all of these. So just sort it by price from lowest to greatest, and you can usually find what you really want. People can have skis, stuff like that for 4 cents, a Dazzle helmet, 5 cents, and you can just go through this whole entire inventory. Like right now, I'm just going to buy this Leaf snowboard because that's actually pretty decent. So once you do that, then you can start getting everything you want. Granted, something you want might be really expensive, but I really don't think they have that much expensive things. Because on the 6th page they have stuff at 10 cents. So there's just like a ton of stuff. But eventually you'll get to the 29th page, and they have whatever this is for $1,700, $82, $50, $46, $33, $24. So as you can see, there's not a lot that are worth that much, but there are some that are worth more than others. Now, once you do this, then you can pretty much get everything that you really want. Hopefully what you want is something cheap, because that would pay off in the long haul. Yep, there's another Sean Pennant. There's 189 Sean Pennant for 9 cents. There's a metal face mask. So I hope this helped. You can get different items for basically nothing, because once you sell your stuff, you're not losing anything. So I hope this helps with anything that you want to get from Snow, and have fun shredding.